Hello, hello. It's our Tuesday night live on a Wednesday. Last night was there was a lot going on for me last night, so we had to bump it. But here we are. We are on week 19 of Marguerite Miller. Did you struggle this week as much as I did?
I sure did.
And it's really funny because, and I've said before that, Gail, a lot of times Gail and I are like on the same page with that. When she did posted her video, she said the same thing. She goes, I really struggled with this one. And I'm like, ditto. Ironically enough, the only thing that really came to mind for me was something found in a doctor's office. Everything else was like, I'm like, do I even have coupons?
Oh, I went way off the rails with that one. Something found in a doctor's office.
Well, Gail did a big old eyeball because her son or son-in-law is an optometrist.
Oh, that's cool.
She goes, so there's eyeballs in his doctor's office.
If I ever became a doctor, I'm sure there'd be eyeballs in my doctor's office too.
Which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah.
But not because I was an optometrist.
But yeah, I don't know. The doctor's office was the only thing that like immediately was like, ooh. And up until like 30 minutes ago, I still had no idea what I was going to be doing. So as a reminder for this week, we have something found in a doctor's office, a spiral or a swirl pattern, textured paper, a coupon, a measurement, and something that starts with a D.
Doggy.
Do what?
Doggy.
Doggy?
That was the joke last week when we first saw that prompt. You and your dots.
I know.
Is that your D? Dots?
Oh, they could have been.
Why didn't I think of that?
I don't know.
Mina. What are some words that start with the letter D?
Doggy.
Yeah, what else?
Dog.
Donkey.
Donkey.
Ducky with sunglasses.
Yeah, ducky with sunglasses.
Dactyl.
Dactyl. That's not a real word, though.
Dactyl.
Dad.
That.
Dodge.
Dodge.
I almost said my dad's name.
Damn, but like DAM before YouTube comes after me.
I know what starts with a D.
What?
David.
Yeah.
My dad's name.
It sure does start with a D. You're absolutely right.
And
I'm gonna move my
real name. I actually did.
That's fine.
move my stuff out of the way so that I can see where I'm putting my glue bottle.
I know you think you're being silly, Mina, but knowing your parents' names is a good thing because if you ever get into trouble, they know who to look for.
Yep. Yep.
She's like, I think first grade is when they start getting into the, what's your address? What's your phone number? What do you call for emergencies? What are your parents' names?
Well, as long as your teacher's not looking their address up on
that still creeps me out.
It still creep you out?
It sure did, yep.
I can save you, Mom.
You're going to save me? Oh, you scared me. I didn't expect you to come up on me like that. Ow.
How are the geckies? Are they feeling better now that they're, got some heat going on?
Kenobi's still a little, he's worrying me a little bit, but Anakin's up and moving, so. Kenobi's a lot old. I don't know how old he is because we got him as a full-grown adult, so he might not have a stable of a system as Anakin does.
Right.
But they're just keeping an eye on him. But he hasn't really moved from where he's been all day. But to be fair, it's directly under the heat lamp, so. Okay. You lay there as long as you need, buddy.
Well, and I imagine, like most living things, the older you get, the harder it is to recuperate.
Yeah. I've been kind of, because he's very skittish. He doesn't let me touch him or hold him. But the fact that I can reach in there and pet him is part of the reason that I'm keeping an eye on him. I made a point not to try to pick him up or anything, just kind of letting him relax. But I am reaching in there every hour or so just to kind of poke and prod, make sure he's still moving, and he's still moving. So,
well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you realized it when you did, at least.
Yeah, because I can't tell you how long those have been off. So.
There is no ink, no residuals in that brush.
All day, every day.
Yep.
Minnie Mouse.
Mina, did you get your poster done?
Not all of it.
Not all of it?
Yeah.
We kind of laid down and took a little resty rest.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Watch some Adventure Time together, and then fought the urge to fall asleep, if I'm being 100% honest.
Why'd you fight it?
Because I knew if I fell asleep, I was not getting back up for this live.
True.
I don't know. It's whatever's going on with my ear. Because it gets worse when I lay down or lean forward or move in any sort of direction whatsoever. So when I lay down to go to sleep at night and it sounds like I'm camping, makes it a little difficult to sleep. Sleeping out in the freaking hurricanes. And that's kind of new to me. I don't know where that came from, why it's doing it. I've always had tinnitus problems. This one's new. I just get the squealing, screaming in the ear tinnitus. I don't know what this crap is. But according to the internet, which we all know is 100% accurate all of the time, it is a form of tinnitus.
Especially the Dr. Google.
Yeah. I didn't necessarily need to know what it was. That's not what I just wanted to make sure it wasn't damaging or vital. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, depending on what it's caused by, I suppose still can be, but there's a couple different things on that list that I'm like, okay, so find a PCP.
Yup.
You're missing PCP.
PCP means primary care provider.
You are.
I'm not. It's a lot more school and work than I was willing to go for. Well, you make sure to thank your doctors, Mini-Me, because they worked hard.
And some of them are still stupid.
Yeah. Like, apparently every single one I ever get stuck with. Okay, with the
No,
exception of one.
I would say thank your nurses because they're the ones that
Yeah,
actually work
yeah.
hard.
There we go. I've had 2 good doctors, I should say that, because my cardiologist was awesome. I loved him. And not the electrophysiologist, screw that guy. And the one doctor that I got literally one appointment with, and then she quit. So I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. It's starting to feel a little personal. That's not the first time that's happened. I think I'm Dr. Cursed.
Well, probably.
I did really like her too. I just wish I got a little more time to be her patient before she left. But hey, life happens. You got to do what you got to do.
Hey, I'm still salty about Dr. Britt leaving.
Yeah. If you were the only person that ever listened, could you just not quit? Thank you. Could you not leave ever?
I know when I was going through my my withdrawals, courtesy of my POS provider, I like messaged Dr. Britt and I'm like, I just want to remind you how much I miss having a good doctor.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope your patients down in Arizona really appreciate you as a human being because I miss having a good doctor.
I apparently have to find one before I can miss one.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about start over? When I got injured at work, did I tell you about what the triage nurse said to me?
Talk to your doctor because your heart rate's fine.
Yeah, about getting off of my heart medication because my heart rate's fine. Like, what did you go to school for? Because that's not how that works.
Well, you know, my doctor says that if I just walked more, my herniated discs would heal themselves.
Yeah, no, not quite.
I would get better and I could go back to work if I just walked and exercised more.
I also know that I'm super high risk for, what's it called? Osteoporosis? Is that the one in your back? Bone. Was that the bone one? I don't remember.
Osteoporosis, I think, is bone. I think
that I'm super susceptible to having back problems. Basically, is what my last doctor, like a long time ago, told me. But if I go into my doctor and complain about having back problems, did you know that I'm too young to have back problems? It's just like when I was too young to have carpal tunnel, even though I did everything with my hands my entire life.
Yeah.
And I'm too young to have heart problems.
Yeah, that one cracked me up too.
What?
I've actually seen somebody say that in a chat once too. That's a little young for heart problems. I'm like, saying it about somebody else. I'm like, my daughter was diagnosed at like 22.
And I'm sorry, like, because there's babies, right? Infants, newborns, who are born with heart problems. I wonder what they say to them. You're too young for that. Just get up. Just walk it off.
Just walk it off.
Walk it off. I hate people so much. I'm just over it. That's a good song.
What's that?
Love
Love me like you do.
Yep, Love Me Like You Do by Elle Goulding. I think that's who sings it.
I love that she knew what it was.
Love me like you do.
Yep. We've been hooked on brain no worky.
What?
I wish I could answer that, Bugs. My whole thought train just derailed.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Choo choo. Next stop, I forgot.
You don't say that.
Tell that to my brain, kiddo.
No, it's you.
Oh well. Clearly wasn't that important, I guess.
If it was, it'll come back to you.
Yeah. What am I missing? But no, I've been noticing like a couple different things over time. Like my motor skills are not working the way that they should. Brain function clearly not working properly.
Isn't motor skills part of the IIH though?
It might be. It's been a while. I forget.
I thought that was one of the symptoms of that.
I mean, it would make sense because if there's literal pressure on your brain, I would imagine that it would kind of knock out a whole bunch of skills, including, I don't know what all. I'm not a professional. I'm sure there's somebody out there going, "Wow, stupid." When I talk about medical stuff, because I don't know, I'm not trained for this stuff. But in my clearly not properly functioning brain, it makes sense that if you have buildup and pressure in your brain, that it would be pushing on all those things in your brain that makes you function. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. But
She telling you to stop it?
she said it doesn't make sense, is what she said.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was like the whole electrophysiologist discussion, because apparently I'm stupid for thinking that the heart, a muscle, can get sore and tired the way that a muscle does. And it can't possibly be the SVT that's giving me chest pains and making my heart hurt, because that's just impossible. There's another issue. You need to go find out what it is. Like, I was never able to figure out if he was right or just being a jerk, because in my brain that makes sense. But he definitely could have had a more professional way of addressing it.
Yeah.
But that seems to be my luck with the flipping IIH guy.
Well, it seems like the specialty doctors always seem to have the worst bedside manner.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't have to care about their clients because they get paid no matter what they do.
Yeah, and they're usually short exposure. Like their time with them is limited because you see them for their specialty stuff and then they're out the door.
Yeah, at least he stuck around long enough to stab me in the back quite literally and mess up my whole freaking spinal tap, which gave me permanent back problems. Hello, Ruby.
Oh, hi, Rubes.
That is not Ruby.
Yeah, there's somebody in the chat named Ruby.
The one that's calling you?
No,
Not Ruby.
nobody's calling me. What do you mean?
Grandma.
Yeah, I'm not talking to Grandma. I'm talking to Ruby.
Well, you're sort of talking to me.
Yeah. I think I just blew her mind, though.
Uh-huh.
What?
You changed your mind?
This child, I swear.
There you go. How dare you change your mind?
No comment, Bubs.
I am tired.
You can't say that.
It's been a
Tom.
crazy couple days for me. So
Mina.
I'm quite exhausted.
I feel that. Mine's, emotional exhaustion. Yep.
Okay, so I don't know what. So
You can't say that. Yeah. She tells me that a lot. You can't sit with us. And it's usually the most like innocent, saying good night, I love you. You can't say that.
Why not, you turd face?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Fine, I don't then.
no, I just say it about 70 more times until she finally gives in. That's what she does to me. Fair game.
I love
Well, when I do that to her, I'll go, well, fine then, I don't. She's like, yes, you do.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Or just
I know where she got
kidding.
that from.
Yeah.
Minnie Mouse.
What?
Sting?
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
What in the world are you doing, you goof? Okay.
I love you.
That's what unicorns sound like?
Yeah.
Alright.
Aight.
Love, just love. Love, just love.
I'm not convinced that's the right sentence.
Very, very true, Ruby.
Yeah. Mina. Stop, please. Yeah. No,
My stuff is lagging on my end, so
I don't think I'm lagging.
Luckily, it tastes too flaw.
I almost forgot my swirls.
Impossible.
Well, and to be totally fair and honest about it, I hadn't really completely thought out a plan for them anyway.
Fair. Oh. Pretend that didn't happen. Oops.
No, it didn't happen. Nothing happened. No.
Nothing.
Nothing happened. Oops, glued my pages together.
Hey, Punky. Do you know where my ribbon went that was up here? Yeah.
Just a little.
You only know where it went a little?
Yeah, I know a little bit where it went.
I don't think you know where it went. That's okay.
Can I go in your lap, please?
Not right now. For what? For what?
To get this,
What's this?
please.
You're gonna have to be more specific. What are you after? What color? You can reach it, Goof. Just grab it.
Come.
What?
I call you come.
That's weird.
That is weird.
No.
Yes.
Mina.
What? Ew. Nil. And nil.
It's Nili. There's another I there.
Nilly Vanilli?
Oh,
I don't know what it is. It's just like a little pop-it lanyard. We got it in a mystery fidget box. Oh, it's NLI. I was putting an extra I in. But you had the I in the middle. The I's at the
Can I
end.
sing a little song?
No, not right now.
In my bedroom.
Sure, in your bedroom. You be very careful with that and you bring it back when you're done, please. Yes?
What's she doing in her bedroom?
Mina, acknowledge, please.
What?
You be very careful and you bring it back when you're done.
Okay.
Thank you.
What'd she take to her room?
One of my little music boxes.
Oh.
Ironically enough, the one that's not hers.
Why would she take hers? That would make no sense.
Yeah.
That would be too logical.
It's like there's one for me and there's one for her. She keeps leaving hers on the floor. Mine stays on my desk where it's nice and safe. Ish. Safe-ish. I still have a toddler. Well, I think she still classifies as a toddler. I don't know anymore.
I don't know what age they stop being a toddler.
6 going on 16?
Well, she's already that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, nobody cares about your stupid car.
Somebody had to do a display
Mm-hmm.
of their measurement.
They're displaying their TDE. Yep. Oh, I can hear them all the way down the road, so it must be extra small. She is making up her own words to that song in there.
Hey, you know. Oh, I guess clock is measurement too, isn't it? It measures time.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that until like just now.
I mean, I'd count it. And it's all up for interpretation anyway, so. Oh no, did I make my pocket too narrow? I did. That's okay. Sideways it is.
Yeah. I just tried to date this 1994.
I have a couple of those. Wait, where is it?
I'm like 5'8", 94. I'm like 94.
Oh, this one. It's April 16th, 1986. Because that's the year for that plane.
I'm done.
One of them says 1984 or 1784 or something like that.
Done.
Is that where that goes? Thank you.
Hmm.
Am I going to have to ask
Well.
you again not to do that on my chair?
Mhm.
It's already broken. Please don't do that.
Okay, but can I have a kiss?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm.
Can I just do like this for Grandma? I need to bring out.
Oh my goodness, your hands.
You'll have it at school too.
You drawing on yourself?
On accident, huh?
But people just kind of mess me up on my drawing.
People?
That's why I got a marker on me.
How does people mess you up on your drawing when it's just you and your mom there? What people messing you up?
I don't know.
Huh, me neither.
I love you.
I love you.
All right. Scoot your booty.
Bye.
You can stay there if you want. I just wanted you to scoot.
Where did my wet wipes go?
What are you doing?
Sean.
Just careful not to bump it. Don't bump it. I mean, I just said not to. Now you don't get to stand there anymore. If you want to be around the expensive stuff, you need to learn to listen.
Is that a duck? Is that something that starts with a D?
Are you talking about mine?
Yes.
I'll explain it. I'll explain it. In a
Okay.
minute.
I'm like, I just happened to look up and went,
That's I went pretty far off the rails. My brain is not braining this week.
hey,
It still fits though.
whatever fits, whatever floats your boat.
I can't get my voice that high. That hurt. Where am I gonna date this thing?
Well, I don't know.
All right. That's a very niche audience that I'm stressing for right there. Oh, I didn't.
Inks away.
Just my outrageously small scissors for this.
My dogs are going badonkers outside, and I don't know why. My gosh, I'm 5 days behind on my 100-day project again.
Oops.
I mean, I've given up on, being like 1 day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And as it is, I'm really struggling to even like do this project anymore because I went into it with my goal was to only use what was on my desk or within arm's reach.
Yeah.
which was really easy when my desk was
A
a
mess.
raging hot mess. But as I've done, this many tags and pockets, this is 76 tags and pockets based on what was on my desk. I'm kind of or within arm's reach. I'm out of ideas. I'm out of supplies. And I still have this many more to do.
You're like me with Inktober. I get like the first week done and then I'm like, yeah.
Well, I'm 76 projects in. So, I mean, it's definitely more than I've stuck with it longer than I thought I would. Well, I've stuck with all of this longer than I ever thought I would.
Yeah. I think it's because we're doing it together. We're holding each other accountable for it.
All of my challenges I've stuck to. And I'm like, huh. And I've even I started doing the bingo challenge.
Yeah, I've got one. That's enough for me.
I'm like, oh, because the 5 I was already doing wasn't enough. I got to add in another one. The 6 I was already doing.
I did start drawing again. I'll count that as a project. So I've got 2.
Yeah.
I might try for Inktober again this year. And I'll do what I did last year and do it the month before. And then well into like 4 months after. Do Inktober as the tattoo challenge this year. That would be fun. Expensive. Fun.
Yeah. Expensive.
The prompt a day. I can turn that into a tattoo challenge, though. You just take the prompts for the week and you make 1 tattoo for each week. And that's only 4 new tattoos. Still expensive, but less expensive than 1 a day.
I suppose.
Oh, I want a new tattoo so bad.
Me too. Me too.
I gotta figure out which direction my channel's going in, so maybe I can actually start uploading again.
Oh, shizzle.
I just don't know what I want to do. I don't crochet enough to, like, unless somebody wants to watch that same project being worked on for the next 3.5 years.
Hey, I finally finished my steampunk journal. Yay! Yay! I gotta go back and I gotta finish my mermaid. I was gonna start. I'm like, oh, let's start a minute, and I'm like, okay, finish your last one before you start a new one. The reason my mermaid journal is not finished is because I jumped in and started my steampunk journal. I need to finish the mermaid journal. It was kind of cool. I mean, it actually, posting the steampunk journal on my Etsy got me my first follower.
Well, that's good.
I haven't made any sales yet, but I at least have somebody following my store now.
Yeah, I might reinstate my Etsy listings. I haven't decided yet. Because in the 6 months that I had my store up, I had one person from your chat, actually, from your subscribers, who viewed my profile, and then nobody else ever viewed it. Nobody ever bought anything. So I'm like, I shut it down.
Yeah, it's hard, because your pay, you still have to pay to have your listings up, even if you're not making sales.
Yep.
And then if you do actually make a sale, then they take a percentage of that sale on top of it.
Yep. And at that point, I wasn't making enough money to justify keeping it. So,
but yeah, it's like you have to pay for the listing regardless of whether or not you're selling anything. So I'm like, oh.
I think your journals are a lot more broad, I think, at least in my opinion, than some of my crochet projects. So I feel like you're gonna have better luck than I did.
Maybe. And I said it, it's, primarily is going to be die cuts.
Which is still pretty. That's a broad, you got your scrapbookers, you got your journalers, you got your kid crafters. Like, crochet is pretty niche, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I went on Etsy and I searched for die cuts, and there's definitely some that I have that I won't bother cutting out and listing, because there's like 3 or 4 other stores that already have those same die cuts.
Gotcha.
Like the Tim Holtz flowers, there's a bunch of stores that already sell those. But so yeah, I'm just kind of keep looking around in there, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't see anybody that's got these.
Yeah.
Like the specimen cards that I did. I still don't know what to call the little ones with the pictures. I haven't listed them yet because I don't know what to call them. I sent it to you in a messenger and said, what should I call these?
I don't remember ever getting that. How long ago was that?
Like a week ago? Maybe?
Oh, I don't remember seeing that one. Oh, it's because I sometimes don't actually open my messenger. So if you send me more than one message, it'll just show me the most recent one, and then I just respond to it in the notification bar instead of opening it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do like those though.
I know they're cute. I'm like, it's a good way for me to use my little stickers and stuff. I just don't know what to call them to list them.
They're almost like your little specimen card things that you used to.
Well, that's what they're made out of, is the.
Oh, gotcha. The most interesting specimen, the most dangerous specimen. I don't know. I was kidding.
Women, the most dangerous specimen.
Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn.
Because I have a whole stack. Good quarter, maybe half-inch stack of those old-fashioned black and white stickers. I've got a bunch of little stickers, and then I have Shabby Dabby Doodahs. I bought her digital kit. That's the little miniature frames and miniature flowers, that I can use for that. So I can make a bunch of them. I just don't know what to call them.
Yeah.
So I figured I would do like I did the butterfly and the botanical specimens and sell them, in sets of 5. But I don't know what to call them. Anyway, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So something found in a doctor's office.
Okay, so this is the one I flew way off the rails. This is a character from Inside Out 2. This is Anxiety.
Okay.
The character Anxiety. And,
you can find anxiety. You definitely find anxiety in doctor's offices.
Yep,
sure.
And it's usually right about the chair where I'm sitting.
I can't wait to see that movie, by the way.
I'm so excited.
I'm hoping
to watch it in theaters.
I'm hoping it's as good as the first.
It better be.
Or I will. It's like I have sequel phobia.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I'm terrified and hopeful at the same time.
Oh, better be good. But yeah, that's Anxiety.
So I was saying at the beginning, this was like the only part of this that like immediately came to mind. So I have this drafter's vellum stuff. I've got a whole stack of it over there. Over there. And I just cut a strip off of that, and I stamped these little containers on it so that they're see-through like glass.
And little fleet charts.
And it's hard to see, but I have cotton balls in this one. And I have tongue depressors in that one.
I love it.
Don't ask me what that was like. It came to my mind like the day after we read the prompts. I was like, I know exactly what I'm doing for that.
No, I love it.
A spiral or a swirl pattern.
I have a little hurricane thingy. A water swirly.
A hurricane thingy.
A water swirly.
So I have stamped. I have a swirly stamp. I was going to use. I have the center of this is a negative cutout, also, and I have a bunch of those, but I've got a bunch of stuff in front of my die cut drawer, and I didn't feel like digging it out because that would have given some texture to it, because it would have been on top of the page instead of part of the page.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like digging it out. So I just used my swirly stamp and did stamps. Got a little on the edge here and another one up in here and another one up in there. Textured paper.
All right. So I kind of have two for that one. I have these little bricks. You were with me. I got the ones I got at the dollar store. I just cut them out of the paper for the illusion of texture. Oops. But also, I have a crinkled up paper underneath. I like crinkled texture.
And at the beginning, you guys might have, if you watched at the beginning, I had this card that was embossed around the edges. And I just went over it with purple. Kind of bring out the embossing. So then I got a strip of it here and a strip of it here. And the other two strips that I'll probably use on one of these because they're still on my desk. But yeah, it's lacy and bumpy and textury. Ooh, a coupon.
I have camping coupons. This is $25 off an order of 175 or more for Camping World. I don't know if this is a real coupon. Feel free to try.
And mine's a $20 off next purchase of 100 or more for Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware. Oh, and I have a free camping voucher too.
I totally had to dig through my shred pile to find a coupon because we don't get them, and Ace Harbor sends us 3 at a time, and you can look at the date on these. I don't know if it'll zoom. Can you read it?
Is it 2023?
Yep.
4/16/2023 is what it looked like.
Or 6/1 to 6/30 of 2023. That's how old they are.
On a total side note, I'm trying to drink out of my water bottle here, and I can tell that the last time I used it was when I was sick because the cap smells like Vicks.
Ew.
Like all up in here, it smells like Vicks.
A measurement?
I have a hurricane scale.
Okay.
To go with my water swirly.
Well, I have the measuring tools for sewing.
Oh, smart. I love those.
I forgot, quilting rulers, I think is what they're called.
The number things.
And then something that starts with a D. And apparently I also have time measurement. I made a little tab.
I do like
a piece of a clock digi that was hanging out on my desk.
I do like your clock pizza.
Don't say pizza. That's a bad word.
I have dolphins.
And something that starts with a D. Dolphins. I have diagnostic imagery.
I was wondering because you could find that in a doctor's office too. Just saying.
Yeah. I have a book on orthopedic something. Orthopedic neurology.
Speaking of,
So this is herniated discs on C3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, and 6, which is minor here, 3, 4, and 5. And then this is a lumbar. And then this is where you feel, this is nerve, your S1, your L5, where you're going to be affected on your feet from nerve damage. So these are not my diagnostic images, but that is my injury spots. What were you saying?
Oh, I'm gonna hit up Jasmine later and be like, but no, she was talking about heel pain and foot pain, and I was like, oh, plantar fasciitis, however the heck you say that, and they're like, everybody's like, okay, yeah, guess who just got diagnosed with plantar fasciitis? I was like, I told you, like, no, because I go through that every day. I know what it is because I've had to look into it. I was like, seriously, go talk to your doctor about it. And she got diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you do? What do you do when it's in pain, or like, what do you do to help it or whatever? And I was like, don't ever take medical advice, because 9 times out of 10, my advice is going to be, oh, I just ignore it.
Stretching is really all you can do. There's like specialty like little boots that you put on, and that you strap little like things around your toes so that you can flex and bend your toes.
Oh, okay.
And it helps stretch like in the arch of your foot, because that's also where you'll get a lot of plantar fasciitis issues, is in the ball of your foot, or in the arch of your foot.
That's where mine's at.
So you with your toes go this way, and and using roller balls.
Ooh.
Also,
yeah, I've iced my feet, I've elevated my feet, I've wrapped my feet, but yeah, most of the time I just ignore it. I work through it.
A lot of times they say, rather than using like a roller ball, use a bottle of frozen ice.
Oh, that sounds cold.
A frozen bottle of water is what.
All right, a frozen bottle of ice.
Yes. But because it's small enough, it fits right in the arch of most feet. And it's frozen, so you get that cooling effect at the same time, and the icing, to reduce the swelling and inflammation while you're rolling and stretching it out at the same time.
Yeah, I get really bad foot pain because I'm flat-footed, but I get that plantar crap in my in the ball of my foot, and all down the arch is where I feel it. But I'm flat-footed and my knees are messed up, so I don't walk properly, so my feet constantly hurt. And my knees, I got old people knees.
So my roller balls, I keep it on my floor for obvious reasons, because it doesn't do my feet any good if it's up on my table.
Yeah.
But it has apparently it has rolled away. I was gonna
the smiley face one?
No, my one that looks like a dog bone almost, but it's spiky.
Oh, that one, yeah. I should probably invest in one of those.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it rolled away to, but
so it is Jasmine,
when not within my current view. I'm like, watch, it'll be actually up on the table where it has no business being. I actually have 2. I actually have the actual round. It looks like a spiky tennis ball.
The blue one.
And it lights up because it's actually, I think it's a dog, originally supposed to be a dog toy, that I use for rolling on my feet. But then I have the one that's actually for plantar fasciitis, and it looks like the dog bone, skinny in the middle, and it's got 2 ends.
Yeah. It's probably what I should get. Oh, well. I will continue ignoring it until my feet fall off or my doctor tells me to quit walking. So neither of those things are going to happen.
Nah, just go to my doctor. She'll tell you, just walk more. It'll get better. All right. So next
you
week,
put lavender oil on it.
Next week's props.
Or no, the peppermint was for pain. Sorry. The lavender was for anxiety.
Yeah. An image that features a face. So again, creative license. It could be animal. It could be human. It could be a clock.
Pareidolia?
A what?
Pareidolia.
What's that?
It's the human condition to see faces where there are no actual faces.
Oh, yes. It could be an ink blot. A list. A piece of currency or play money.
One I actually have for once. And I have brown paper. And I have tea.
Brown paper. A tea bag cover. Look, tea bag cover.
Although, to be fair, all of my teas come in K-cups, so that one might be a little difficult for me.
And a bonus item is stripes.
Wink.
And I still have this whole handful of these hanging out on my desk. So I'll probably use these to make stripes next week. Because there's only so much I can do with these before I'm like, okay, I'm tired of looking at those.
Yeah, that's fair. I probably have enough scraps on my floor to make stripes at this point.
I know. Yep. I know. I was doing some die cutting. Your dad came in and he's like, did a unicorn on your floor?
Yep.
Yep. Sure did. So, an image that features a face, a list, a piece of currency or play money, brown paper, a tea bag cover, and bonus item is stripes. And next week I'm on printed paper. So, hi. Next week I will probably cover, like I normally, have a page that I decorate and then glue in.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Alrighty. So that is it for Marguerite Miller this week. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Replay crew. Thanks for watching after the fact. Hit that like button. Hit the don't like button. Either way, doesn't really matter. They both are engagement for as far as YouTube is concerned. Gets me and keeps me in that algorithm. And again, please subscribe to Mini Maker's channel so that we can get her up to that 50 and get it so that we can stream from her channel at the same time. And is Carl gonna come and say hi this evening or no?
Oh, he's been doing it this whole time.
Is Carl going off on any adventures anytime soon?
I think Carl's gonna come to work with me tomorrow, and I'm gonna see how many pictures I can take before I get caught.
That'd be fun. Fun adventures. Adventures with Carl. His IG will be linked as always in the description box for this live. I do include it each week. And yeah. Thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you in the next video. Bye.
Tuesday Toodles on Wednesday.